Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Baldur's Gate 3 and our clerical crew, where we are going to assist Halsin today in doing whatever it is that he wants to do. How are we going to do this? I think Karlach is going to do it from over here. I've got vague recollections of how this fight goes, but I don't fully remember, so I'm not entirely sure the best way to set up the crew. There's certainly various spots in the map where we're going to come under attack from horrible things. Dirt mounds. We like those. Nothing terribly exciting as usual. Arrow of Transposition, that's rare. Now, what's the plan, you giant man?
You're here. Good. Now we can begin.
What do we expect here?
Thaniel is trapped in the Shadowfell, but thanks to your efforts, I know where to look. Now I must go there, alone.
Shouldn't I come with you?
No. This opportunity has been 100 years in the making. It has to be me. And only me. But I didn't bring you here to witness an old druid's grandstanding. You have a part to play in this, and I trust you will play it well. With the Oakfather's blessing, I can infiltrate the Shadowfell, but doing so will sap my strength. I'll need your help if I'm to return. I need you to stay here, keep the portal open until I return, and defend it at all costs.
If it's going to sap your strength, shouldn't I be coming with you? Just to... you can count on me.
Good. Now it's important that only I pass through the portal once it opens. The magic is fragile. Any mistake, and our one chance will be lost forever. It took me years of study, of seeking the Oakfather's favor, to find a way to part the veil. Pray that this works.
I suppose that's some explanation then.
Oakfather, hear me. Aid me. Force open the jaws of darkness. Make passage for your vessel of light. It's ready. I'll return with Thaniel as soon as possible. Stay close to the portal. Buy me what time you can.
And off he goes. I'm not sure why everything has suddenly sprung up to attack the portal. Did they smell it or something? It's not 1,000,000% clear. But we've got a wraith. And a whole bunch of shadows. And some harpers as well. So Karlach's ready to deal with some of them over here. What is she looking at? Shadow Cursed Pilgrims. Shadow Mastiffs. I guess if she just marches out and starts blinding things, that's probably good. And she's just leveled up off that level 1 shadow dude. Wonderful. Is there anything else we really need to do? We could Ensnaring Strike that one, it's only got 1 HP. There's quite a few buggers down here which I'm kind of concerned about. Especially if they're going first. But at least Shads has blocked one of them. But Gale's already lost most of his health. This is awful. Where are these harpers then? Are they over there? This feels like the sort of fight where we bring all the big guns, which means Spirit Guardians all round. That's one of them taking a hit. The others are sort of hanging around. One's over there, one's there. That one's going to take a hit in a minute, you would think. That'll probably do for Lae'zel's turn. Now, Gale. Drink a potion first. I mean, geez. I'm taking a beating. And now I'd like you to also Spirit Guardians. Cool, so the Wraith now has 4 stacks of Radiating Orb. That's promising. That might help us out. And then Shad's has got a couple of foes down here. Maybe she also just Spirit Guardians? It's a great move for this fight. It's a great move in general. That's another level up. If I'd known I was this close to a level, I might have just waited on this fight until we'd got there, but hey-ho. Let's see how long our concentration lasts on these Guardians. Good, that one survived. That bugger's blinded, which is nice. I think Karlach can pull back a bit at this point, because they're going for the portal, basically. They're not worried about us. So we can blind another one, reveal another one. But do we again just Guardian it up? Why not? Good, I'm glad that missed. Now it's trying to scuttle in. Didn't go well for that one. Right there. Those two might not be able to be under effect of 2 Spirit Guardians at once. So I guess we're just trying to defeat this one the old-fashioned way with stabbings. Now Gale, what are we going to do about this bugger? We're heavily encumbered. Is that because... Oh, we've been strength drained, haven't we? That's awful. That's going to affect all of our abilities. But still, we've dealt good damage to that Wraith there. Give ourselves a smidge of a heal. Now, what's going on for you? Shads, nothing much? This corner seems quiet right now. It might not stay that way though, so I don't know if I want to move. And I don't know if I want to move far, if I do move at all. So maybe we just fire at the Wraith from here. Because that's a threat. That Wraith. These buggers got 3 of the Spirit Guardians, but they're approaching another. That Harper wasn't terribly clever. And that bugger only had 1 HP, so... yeah. It's 4 turns remaining. Oh! I forgot about you. And now we've moved slightly too far to be able to attack you. That's kind of unfortunate. We could switch to a bow. And then back to our mace to get the light back on. Lae'zel can just poke this one. Down it goes. And yeah, we're definitely running out of enemies, so that's good. We'll get right back on top of the portal if we can. And then, yeah, we'll just wait for a turn. Here comes some more. Some of them died immediately to our Guardians, so that's great. Shadow creepers. Loads of birds. And more buggers hidden in the bushes over there. So... maybe we're just best off dashing. That takes out a few. Is anyone else hiding over here? Yeah. So we should probably just park there. And then... Lae'zel... Yep. I think we'll just dash again, to be honest. taken down quite a few of our foes. Now we've just got some harpers and fists left. Yeah, it's just a mix of both. And they're all hanging about over there, so I guess we didn't need to keep shads all the way over here.
Unleash me.
But we'll just wait for them to come into range. We'll definitely keep Gale on the portal. There may be more coming in though, so we don't want to move everyone over to this side of the map, I don't think. But yeah, you guys dash. Karlach is sort of choke pointing these three.
Even the Githyanki's finest must have succumbed to the curse.
Oh no. Where'd these lot come from? Zealots? And Githyanki warriors? And why do they all get to move when they just weren't there a minute ago? Ah no, we've lost the Spirit Guardians. And there's another Wraith. Suddenly there's enemies everywhere, but we've only got 2 more turns to survive. So we'll pop back on the old Guardians. Not much else we need to do. Everyone's looking pretty healthy, so we don't need to use a mass heal or anything. Karlach does still have Guardians up. They've generally saved against it, that's unfortunate. That one's the weakest, but can we reach it without... Good. I was going to say without taking an opportunity attack. We managed it. Now Gale. I'm still concerned about people coming up. So let's move in, move back again. And then let's critically Guiding Bolt the Wraith. That seems like a wonderful play. And has Lae'zel got this locked down? Maybe she has. Maybe it's this lot we need to worry about. Or these guys. I think if we jump over there, we'll get that one as well. And oh, we are in opportunity attack range. I was hoping we wouldn't be. Let's risk it. Good. That's a couple more. Guardianed up. Now, what you're going to do? They're going to fire ranged attacks at our portal. We don't really want that. Generally, they're mostly dashing and just standing in Spirit Guardians like idiots. So that's pretty great. But we do need to watch the Rangers. What are you going to do? You're going to dash. Get caught in the Spirit Guardians. Cool. Some more just popped, I think. No one is preventing Karlach from moving. So maybe another dash.
I've got it.
And then she can hit quite a few people here with her Guardian. No one's really around Shads right now, so she can pull up here a bit. Ah, Lae'zel, I should say, not Shads. Shads has already moved off elsewhere. And then Gale's got that one to worry about. They're back in Spirit Guardian, so it doesn't seem to have affected them, so we'll give them a bit of that. And then he can get those, and then he can move back again, perhaps. So that if they want to get to the portal, they're going to have to eat yet more guardians. And then that was the ranger, wasn't it? Probably the guiding bolt. This isn't a fight where we want to faff around with cantrips, I don't think. Yeah, we'll just march in and guarding them all up a bit more. See how this goes. Not well for that one. Getting some good XP for these lads, just walking in and exploding. Halsin will be back very soon, so things are going well. Excellent. You come back, Halsin, or do we have to wait till the end of this turn? Oh, there goes the Wraith. There goes that bugger as well. Who's left? Just a Gith Warrior and a Harper. Yeah, things have gone well. Hooray!
It's done. I have him. But something's wrong. Dreadfully wrong. No. It can't be.
I mean, we need to get him someplace safe, regardless of what's gone wrong.
Yes. I'll bring him back to camp. He'll be safest with us. I need to examine him. I need to understand what's wrong. It's almost like something's missing from him. Come see us when you can.
That we can do. Mission here has been accomplished. There's a lot of loot, perhaps. I imagine most of them aren't that loot-filled. Yeah, we're talking like tiny handfuls of coins and alchemical ingredients, I think. So, probably not worth bothering. Definitely worth leveling up, though. Level 8. What does Gale get at 8? Potent spellcasting. He can add his wisdom modifier to the damage he deals with cleric cantrips. Oh, that's quite cool. And a new feat. I feel as though getting wisdom up to 20 seems like a good bet. Lae'zel gains access to Divine Strike. Once per turn, deal 1 to 8 piercing damage in addition to your melee weapon damage. That sounds good. Given all the attacking she does, are we better off getting her strength up rather than her wisdom? We've only got 2 possible feats left. So we could get wisdom up to like 18. And then get strength up to 16. Is that good? Actually, yeah, we'll focus on wisdom because I've just remembered something. Shad's has got Divine Strike as well, but hers is poisonous. And what should we do? Wisdom 20. Karlach gets a Divine Strike. Hers is Thunder. That makes perfect sense. And her wisdom is still only 16, so let's get that up to 18. Pretty easy to level up the crew when they're all just clerics. We've still got most of our spell slots, haven't we? Yeah, so we could engage in other tricky fights if we felt like it, without a rest. Let's see what's going on though. Is Halsin around? Doesn't look like it. Could be upstairs, but we still haven't spoken to Isabel, and she's kind of important to this area. That's probably something we should get round to at some point. Something I've been strongly advised not to do in honor mode. So we should probably do it in this playthrough. She's got glowy eyes. That's
As
a good
I
sign?
listen.
You're right, chick.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, Isabel. See another so in touch with divinity is rare. You have my thanks, Selûnite. Shadowheart would disapprove of this, I'm sure.
And you mine. Not many comprehend the task of steadfast faith.
Are you faring alright? Can't be easy holding a lone candle in such darkness.
All things in her strength. That's how the old litany goes, after all. Our Lady has granted me the ability to protect these people. It isn't a permanent fix, but it's what we've got. Speaking of, you must be here for the protection spell, yes?
Well, we've already got protection, but we can take an extra layer. You never know when it will help.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Moon lanterns.
Selûnite magic. Dark Lady, forgive me.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier.
Mystra and Selûne are close allies, so I welcome her protection.
With Mistra's sage guidance and Our Lady's protection, I'd say you have a better chance than most. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Yeah, it is. Good entrance.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself.
Isabel, do you know this man?
He's a flaming fist. Or was. Came with the others when we created this haven.
And I thank you for your hospitality. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketheric, alive.
Your pretender god holds no sway here, true soul.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all, you fool.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketheric will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
Once again, we're under assault. Maul!
Moon Maiden, guide my hand.
Come along, Isabel.
Eek. Jeez. Stop hitting Isabel. If she goes down, things get real. So, yes. Let's try and make sure that doesn't happen. She hasn't lost too much health just yet. Marcus is right in our face though, and we don't like that. What should we do? We are going to eat an opportunity attack if we scuttle away, but rather us than Isabel. Yeah, we can take 9 damage. And then let's have a quick examine of our boy Marcus here. Got a fair amount of HP on the go. Gets bonus attacks when he kills or lands crits. Dark Devotion. It's got extra attacks in general. Good initiative. Nothing major. But he's generally a bit of an ass, so we want to deal with him. Heck with it, let's bring out the big guns. Level 4 guiding bolts. That will slow him down a bit. He's still got some temporary HP left though, the bugger. And let's give Isabel a bit of a heal. It's imperative that she survives this fight. Now, where's that Divine Strike that we've just acquired? Was it something that we need to channel Divinity for? Or is it somewhere on our bars? We've got a lot of stuff on our bars. There it is, Divine Strike weapon. Ah, is it reaction? Okay. So maybe we don't need to worry about triggering it all the time. That's good. We like this. We'll just stab him again. We've got into his regular HP at this point. Now, there's another bugger out there. But Marcus is the big threat. Branding Smite? It's only a 60% chance to hit. Maybe we bust out more Spirit Guardians. And then we stand by Isabel just in case anyone else tries to rush her. And perhaps we also just... Oh no, that breaks constant. I'm a big idiot. Okay. Let's do that again. Spirit Guardians. I should really learn how things work in general. At least we did extra damage to Marcus now. And then that will break concentration, so we can't shield Isabel right now. Let's see what happens next. At least the Harpers will keep some of the winged horrors busy. One hopes. And an opportunity attack takes out that one, that's good. Do you hear us getting in the action? Nice. Now, Isabel has a tendency to cause opportunity attacks against her. Because she's an idiot. A lot of folks are surprised. Art's up and running though. Good lad.
General Ketherick wants her alive, at any cost.
A bit of a Divine Strike. Could be fun. He's doing his shouts again. And now Hunter's Mark's concentration's broken, but that's fine and dandy. How much health you got left? Still 57. He's still got a lot of health. Ugh. Give him a bit of a stab. We haven't got any spare stabbing abilities. So maybe we'll drop a heal. Karlach can't really reach Marcus without taking some opportunity attacks perhaps, and we still want to take down the other buggers. Now everyone else can actually get involved. They've stopped being surprised. Let's yeah, maybe a Toll the Dead. We do want to take down some of the enemies here and there if we can. So they're all rushing in to deal with Isabel. We may have made a mistake by not standing with her this turn. This lot are going to have to try and run up the stairs. Yeah, heal yourself, don't move away. We don't need more opportunity attacks. Everyone downstairs is going to be basically useless, I think.
Pleased if you go quiet.
Bit of a smite on Lae'zel is fine. So let's Spirit Guardians again. Oh yeah, Spirit Guardians plus Radiating Orbs. Pretty effective. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to move back in again. Spirit Guardian it one more time, but you can't keep nipping in and out to deal extra damage, I don't think. But still, that's worked out quite well. Now, Marcus is almost down. We've got advantage on a stab. He's probably going down this turn. Another Harper's in on the action, but too little too late, one feels. That bugger gets knocked about a bit. There is still one of these buggers up and running. Nice. That guy is going to opportunity attack if we move away. Isabel's looking fairly healthy. She can survive an attack from one winged horror if she has to. Yeah. You lot just roam about down there. Ugh. Yeah. Stop triggering opportunity attacks, you silly woman. Art continues to just shuffle about. Roland continues to just run about.
There's a parasite in that corpse, brimming with potent magic.
I'm sure there is. Kind of funny way to clear the fight, but we did it.
Interesting.
No.
Isabel, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isabel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketheric will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that.
Well, why did you try and trigger so many opportunity attacks then, you daft bint? Marcus says that Ketheric wants you captured, not killed. Why is this?
Why does a man like him do anything? Power, spite, some kind of twisted personal morality. I can understand why he'd want me dead. Without me keeping the curse at bay, everyone in this inn, everyone intent on killing him, is dead too. As for why he'd want to take me alive, I don't know. And I don't want to find out. Now that we have you, I hope I won't have to.
I never get tired of hearing that.
Good, because your work here is only beginning. No mercy. For Ketheric will have none on you. End this.
We will see what we can do. Now, I'm not sure why it's stealing to take anything from Marcus's body, but I'm sure we can get away with it. Let's just snatch it all nice and quick before anyone notices. And then let's drop the plate armor, because what's the point in that? So the shifting corpus ring gives us invisibility and blur. The Great Club +1 is for bonking things. And we got another parasite. We're running out of places to use the dang things until we figure out a way to unlock that outer ring. Yeah, giving targets disadvantage on attack rolls could be powerful. I'm pretty sure nothing else up here is going to be relevant. So, let's see. Isabel's just chilling over there. We get away with reading her diary. Death reeks within her. I should never have come back. Curious.
Take a moment,
Maybe we should ask someone else.
Who? No one cares. No one but us.
Not before. We're still alive, Bran.
You lot chatting about?
Cheer at the very least.
I guess you're worried about the fact that Mole's gone, aren't you?
Cheer. There's always a first time.
Mole would do the same for any of us. You know it. But how do we get into Moonrise? We can't fight those shadow things. We could. I beat up those harpies, and they're way scarier than shadows.
You what?
You know what Mole would hate more than anything? Bad things happening to us. You've seen what's out there. We wouldn't stand a chance.
Common sense. You lot stay put. I'll bring Mole home.
But it's our job to bring Mole back.
Look at him. He's a proper adventurer. And if we got hurt, Mole would be really mad at us.
Fine. But you gotta understand, Mole is family. Bring her back, please.
Of course we will. We're heroes. Aren't we, Raylan?
Yes, yes, you saved me from shadow creatures. No need to gloat.
We just came to check on you, that's all. We definitely weren't gloating.
I'm fine. It's Cal and Leah who need help.
Yeah, that's very true. We should probably make a move. We should probably have a rest though. We have used up all our spells. And a lot of our health.
Don't say a word. Just listen. A parasite grips my mind. My own people hunt me. But I am gnawed by an even greater torment. You. My thoughts are hallowed ground. Yet you've crawled your way in. Uninvited. I'm obsessed by the ground under your feet and the wind over your head. I see your face just before I sleep and after I wake. I ask myself, are you worthy? Shakvo Nashtu. There is only one way for you to prove it.
Slaying our enemies in coldest blood? That seems like something you'd like.
A fine sentiment, but I require more. We fight. I test you in battle. Dance with me. Bleed with me. Bruise me so that you might possess me.
Very well. I'll show you that I'm worthy of your obsession.
Go on. Best me.
This seems unlikely.
Best me. Select your excellence.
Now, did you just use a potion? You use an elixir of heroism. Why? Why are you doing this? Now, are we allowed to use anything in our powers to best you? Got a few spell slots left. Yeah, that seems to be allowed. Maybe we'll scuttle away a bit more, because we don't want you getting up close and personal. Nope. Now we're in trouble. Necrotic Touch, though. She's not dying, everyone. It's fine. Are we cool? I think we're cool.
A heart to heart.
Mistra must be pleased with you, Gale. I can sense the weave's threads winding about you.
Does she have anything else to say now?
Curious. I drained you dry, yet your body seems no more worse for wear. Perhaps I might find use for it again.
Good. That sounds good. We could talk about us.
I'm listening.
My bruises still sting from our battle.
Exquisite, isn't it? The pain is a mutual promise branded on our flesh and bone. Inside your every wound lives my obsession. Inside my every wound lives your passion.
I'd like to kiss you.
Here. Now. If it weren't apparent, it should be. I'm not keen on such outward displays of our flesh bond.
That's very true, but we can potentially persuade it. Ugh. If I have to use all of my inspirations to kiss you, Lae'zel, I'm gonna do it.
Come. Let me taste.
Yay! Wonderful. Back to the road. Now, where do we want to go? Do we have the waypoint for Moonrise? We do. It's probably about time we headed there, don't you know? We bested Marcus, so they don't realise that we are, in fact, suspicious. So let's just march in through the front door.
That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase. Your parasite purrs in recognition.
Ah, one blessed like myself. What news, true soul?
Little from the field. What news inside?
General Ketheric's advisor went off on a field trip. Zarel's in charge till he gets back.
You'll find Zarel in the audience chamber, true soul. She'll be wanting to hear from you.
Our path leads to Zarel. Let us not keep her waiting.
Excellent advice. In her name.
Praise the Absolute.
Yeah, we love ourselves some Absolute.
I itch to
Although let's sneak in through a side door.
and gut every last one of these cultists.
Yeah. Patience, Lae'zel.
You're keen. Just don't get carried away. Some of those guts might be of use to us unspilled, at least for a while.
Some of them, perhaps.
I know better than to indulge every craving, Shadowheart. But when the time is right, the Absolutists will feel the sting of my blade.
Yeah, I'd like to sneak in through this side door first. So someone in here who needs to get what's coming to her.
There can be no doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret of the Absolute.
Linsella.
A moment, true soul. You use a spoon to stir the soup, Barnabas. Forget the axe, my darling. Now, how can I help you?
Barnabas?
I've shown Barnabas a kinder way. A kinder name is only fitting. That is the gift the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite the lives of her faithful. Make them believe there's something better.
I thought the Absolute accepted us all as we are.
She gathers many threads for her design, but it is still her design. And Barnabas has found his place in it. Observe. Barnabas, sweetie, come show what a good boy you are. What would you like him to do?
How about a dance?
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Barnabas?
You feel her will surge outwards and envelop the creature, inexorable as the tide.
talked about this?
Did we now? Let's see if we can't tip the scales a bit in Barnabas's favour.
Like a rope drawn taut beneath the blade, the connection simply snaps.
No. Barnabas, darling. No!
There's an illithid parasite in that.
All trace of restraint is gone. Barnabas has tasted blood, and wants more. As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Let's see. We could tell him to behave, but then we're probably no better. Let's try persuasion. We're a friend. Noel. I'm not even going to call you Barnabas. Cool. The Knolls are free. Tamelia and Timothy and Barnabas can do their own thing. We got another parasite. Oh, and an arrow if we want it. Yeah, we'll steal that arrow. And now we'll go back out and we'll go in through the front door. So we've got 3 left that we could use our tadpole on. We are going to get more tadpoles in this area, you would think, because if every true soul is carrying one, then that's probably good for us. And every one we put on makes Cole the Weak stronger. So back we go. And up we go. To the heavy oak doors.
Another true soul. The disciple will want to see you through the main doors.
I'm sure that she will. We've got other folks around. We've got Lantav, for example. Might want to chat with them in a moment. And we've got old friend Roa Moonglow.
Ah, a new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. How can I be of service, true soul?
New face? We met before at the Goblin Camp.
Of course. Just before some godless lunatic purged the place of every innocent soul. A pity neither of us saw what happened.
I mean, you can speak for yourself. I had a pretty good view of the slaughter.
Better to keep that quiet. Unless you want another look from the receiving end. Look around. All manner of beasties united against the enemies of the Absolute. Quite a god to bring them all together. And quite a fool who draw their ire.
Sound almost concerned for my safety.
More concerned that your business might be bad for my business. So don't go kicking the hive while there's still some honey to be had.
Understood. Now, we've got so much guff in our inventory. I suppose before we get round to selling, let's have a look at what she's got to offer. The Blooded Great Axe. Extra damage when the enemies are already weakened. The Drake Throat Glaive. Good if you've got a Dragonborn in the party and you're using their breath weapon a whole bunch. And it's got Draconic Elemental Weapon. So the weapon receives a bonus to attack rolls. And it deals an additional 1d4 damage of your choice. Until the next long rest. That's kind of cool. We like extra damage. The Marksmanship Hat. A bonus to ranged attack rolls and thrown attack rolls. Probably not for us, but it looks cool. In a very rare medium armor that adds your full dex modifier to your armor class rather than just up to a maximum of +2 for having 14 dex. That's interesting. But again, probably not for us. 19 armor class on that plate armor +1. The Ring of Spiteful Thunder. When the wearer deals thunder damage to a reverberating creature, it becomes dazed until it succeeds a Constitution saving throw. Interesting. We're going to buy that. That might come in handy down the line. I feel like we're not going to sell too much
Many
because
thoughts, one mind.
we're good for cash. And it might come in handy down the line, so we'll just keep stuff about our person or in our chest. Now we'll see what Lantav has about his person.
Well, Flo didn't tell a lie. She said you'd find me, and here you are. Karlach, isn't it?
Now there's a name I'd hope never to hear again. What was Flo doing here?
Didn't think to quiz her about her business.
This guy's got a fine moustache. Who's Flo, Karlach?
Florenta the Garotta. A Cambion I knew back in Avernus. She was the closest thing I had to a friend. That said, she would have choked the life out of me if I ever turned my back on her. The fact that she knows where I am, or where I might be going, doesn't exactly delight me.
What's she want with you?
Nothing would surprise me. Maybe she wants to live up to her name and wrap a cord around my neck. Or maybe she just wants to say hello. I wouldn't have given her the time of day, but even I needed a laugh once in a while. What can I say? The bitch had good jokes.
Enough chatter. Your friend gave me 3 soul coins, said I could sell them if I wanted. But if I kept them for you, she'd consider it a favor owed.
Soul coins, huh? This could come in handy.
I feel like we shouldn't take anything offered by a devil. It's a bit risky.
Cambion. But you're right. Then again, they could really come in handy.
No. Sorry, Karlach.
All right, suit yourself. Have a trade or whatever. Then, let's get out of here.
I've got all sorts on offer, if you're worthy of them.
Karlach's going to be grumpy about that, but yeah, we don't need soul coins. We got by this far without them. Now, what do you have? The Halberd of Vigilance. Gain a bonus to initiative rolls and advantage on perception. And if you make an attack roll as a reaction, you make it with advantage. And it's got extra force damage on it. Is that better than the Unseen Menace? 5 to 17. 7 to 22. It seems like it is. Big Boy's Chew Toy. Quarterstaff. With who's a large fellow. Which lets you grow in size. Nice. The Fistbreaker Hell gives you a bonus to initiative rolls. That's kind of cool. And some more suits of armor that could potentially be useful. And the Gloves of the Duelist. A bonus to weapon attacks when we're holding one weapon in our main hand and nothing in the other.
Better hope you can handle what I've got.
You coming on to me? Well, it's about time we went through this door. The door of the Absolute. But I feel it will have to wait until next time. So until then, thanks for watching, friends.
You did.